Have you ever wondered if that thick blanket of wood chips in your garden is really helping? We're told it's the gold standard for weed suppression and moisture retention, but is it truly the best for our soil? Nature doesn't work in neat, uniform layers. A woodland floor is a lively mix of leaves, decaying plants, and animal droppings, never just a static layer of wood. While wood chips have their place, especially around established trees or on paths, their widespread use in vegetable beds and borders deserves a second look. The problem is, as wood breaks down, it draws nutrients, especially nitrogen, away from the soil, potentially starving your plants. Instead of feeding the soil, we might be depleting it. Let's explore a more natural, nutrient-rich way to mulch, one that mimics nature and builds living, fertile soil. It's time to look beyond the wood chip. Wood chips are mostly carbon, tough compounds like cellulose and lignin that decompose slowly. Microbes need nitrogen to break them down, so they pull it from your soil, leaving less for your plants, a process called nitrogen robbery. This can cause yellowing leaves and slow growth, as nutrients are locked up just when your plants need them most. Decomposition is slow. It can take years for wood chips to become useful humus. Meanwhile, they can compact, block water, and create a sterile barrier that discourages beneficial soil life. Your soil ends up working hard to digest this tough meal, often at the expense of plant health. For a thriving garden, your soil needs a mulch it can process quickly, one that feeds, not starves, the ecosystem. Wood chips, for all their tidiness, just don't deliver that. Enter green compost mulch, a fresh mix of green and brown materials spread right on the soil. Unlike wood chips, this mulch balances nitrogen-rich greens and carbon-rich browns, giving microbes everything they need. Decomposition starts immediately, releasing nutrients instead of locking them up. Earthworms, bacteria, and fungi thrive, quickly turning this mix into rich humus. The result? Improved soil structure, better water retention, and a perfect environment for roots. Green compost mulch is beautifully messy, a sign of a living, active ecosystem. It protects, feeds, and builds soil from day one. Mulching becomes an act of nourishment, not just protection. This is the secret to a vibrant, resilient garden. Making green compost mulch is easy. No special tools, just what your garden and kitchen provide. Greens are nitrogen-rich grass clippings, young weeds, kitchen scraps, and soft prunings. Browns are carbon-rich autumn leaves, straw, shredded newspaper, cardboard, and small twigs. Aim for about 2 parts brown to 1 part green by volume. Mix until it's moist but not soggy, with enough structure to allow airflow. Gathering these materials turns waste into a resource. Everything from weeds to veggie peelings becomes future soil. This process is intuitive and rewarding. You're not just cleaning up, you're building fertility. These everyday scraps are your garden's green gold. Once you've gathered your mix, spreading it is simple. Apply mulch to moist soil. After rain or watering is best to welcome soil life. Spread a 4 to 6 inch layer around plants, leaving a small gap at the base for air circulation. This thickness blocks weeds, retains moisture, and protects against erosion. After spreading, water gently to settle the mulch and invite worms and microbes to move in. Nature takes over from here. Microbes and worms will break down the mulch, building new humus. You've set the stage for healthier, richer soil. It's a small effort for a dramatic improvement. Want to supercharge your soil? Try a simple fermented compost liquid, an easy compost tea. Fill a bucket with water. Add green compost materials, a scoop of soil or finished compost, and a spoonful of molasses or sugar. Stir, cover loosely, and let it ferment for a few days, stirring daily. And when it smells pleasantly earthy, strain and dilute until it's the color of weak tea. Use this tonic to water your plants or drench the soil before mulching. It inoculates your garden with beneficial microbes, boosts nutrient availability, and speeds up mulch breakdown. It's a living boost for your whole garden system. Picture two garden beds, one with wood chips, one with green compost mulch. The wood chip bed looks tidy, but plants may grow slowly and show yellowing as nitrogen is tied up. Dig down and you'll find a hard line between mulch and soil with little interaction. The green compost bed looks wilder, but plants are lush and vibrant. The mulch quickly breaks down, blending into the soil and teeming with earthworms. The soil becomes darker, richer, and holds water better, making your garden more resilient. Plants in the green compost bed are healthier, more productive, and better able to resist pests and disease. The difference is clear. Feed the soil, and the soil feeds your plants. The real winner is the mulch that creates the most life. Green compost mulching connects your kitchen and garden, turning waste into valuable resources. Kitchen scraps, banana peels, coffee grounds, eggshells become nutrients for your soil, not landfill. This closed-loop system recycles minerals and saves you money on mulch and fertilizer. Composting at home also reduces methane emissions from landfills, helping the planet. You're sequestering carbon, improving soil, and shrinking your environmental footprint. It's a simple act with powerful results: less waste, healthier soil, and more resilient plants. The flow from kitchen to garden and back to table is deeply satisfying. You're part of nature's cycle of renewal. The choice is simple. Cover your soil with lifeless wood chips or bring it to life with green compost mulch. Wood chips suppress weeds but can rob soil of nitrogen and slow down the ecosystem. Green compost mulch is an active, balanced meal for your soil, building humus and supporting a thriving community of beneficial organisms. Its sustainable uses, free resources, reduces waste and makes your garden more resilient to drought and climate change. Try it. Start with one bed, use your own leaves clippings and kitchen scraps and watch the transformation. You'll see more worms, better soil texture and healthier plants. As a gardener, you become a soil custodian, building a living, resilient garden from the ground up. Choose to build a living soil.